Right now, we're looking at who's in the lead to be the Democratic nominee as votes are still being counted from Super Tuesday.
Plus, there are 6 possible cases of coronavirus here in Wisconsin. We're hearing from the DHS and how they're working to contain the illness.
And again, I'm watching the radar map this morning with some light rain and snow showers already showing up across Wisconsin. I'll tell you when all this precipitation is expected to end, coming up in just a few minutes.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us on this Thursday, March 5th. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Josh Spreiter. 4 candidates remain in the race to become the Democratic nominee for president.
All the races have been called from this week's round of primaries, but votes are still being counted in some states, which will decide how many delegates each candidate gets. Former Vice President Joe Biden is the current frontrunner after a quite literal Super Tuesday for his campaign. Biden has 566 of the required 1,991 delegates to secure the nomination. Bernie Sanders isn't far behind with 501. Elizabeth Warren is still in the race this morning, though she trails significantly with only 61 delegates. Tulsi Gabbard is still in the race as well. She only has 1 delegate.
Former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg is no longer in the race after gaining little support at the polls. Bloomberg ended his campaign and is now throwing his support behind Joe Biden.
Now today, I want to say how grateful I am to everyone who has been part of our team. And I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your support, your work, and your votes. And I'm just telling you, the American public should be saying thank you to you as well. You really made history. You really did.
Meanwhile, the House Homeland Security Committee is now requesting that presidential candidates receive protection from the Secret Service. The call for protection comes after 2 anti-dairy protesters rushed to the stage at a rally being held for Biden in Los Angeles. The committee is asking that all candidates are protected through the end of their campaigns.
Abortion rights are back on the docket in the Supreme Court this morning, taking up their first major case on the issue during the Trump administration. The justices heard arguments on a Louisiana law that puts strict restrictions on abortion clinics. That law requires doctors to have admitting privileges at nearby hospitals, which abortion providers say isn't always possible. Louisiana's attorneys argue it's a matter of safety. Those opposed to the case say it's identical to the Texas law the court struck down in 2016. The court's decision is expected by the end of June.
Protesters for both sides rallied outside the Supreme Court. Among those opposing the Louisiana law was Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price.
Schumer's comments prompted a rare statement from Chief Justice John Roberts, who writes, quote, "Justices know that criticism comes with the territory, but threatening statements of this sort from the highest levels of government are not only inappropriate, they are dangerous." There are now 159 confirmed cases of the coronavirus in the United States this morning, with more possible cases being tested.
Here in Wisconsin, DHS says 6 new potential cases are currently pending. Still, though, health officials at the Capitol tell lawmakers the risk of infection is still low in the state.
If and when we identify new cases of COVID-19 in Wisconsin, the strategies that we'll use to contain the epidemic and prevent widespread transmission of the infection will require true partnerships and close collaboration of the entire community.
Now, Vice President Mike Pence, who's leading the U.S. response to the virus, is canceling his planned trip to the La Crosse area this week. He will instead visit Minnesota and Washington State to go over measures to limit the spread.
UW Health says it has now a preparedness plan for the coronavirus. It includes the creation of a special hotline for the community to call with questions. The number is right there at the bottom of your screen, 720-5300. In addition, UW Health officials announced they are working to maintain the supply of personal protective equipment, including masks. Starbucks says they're also taking new measures to prepare for the virus and helps prevent its spread. The new policies are posted in an open letter on the company's website. That letter says Starbucks will temporarily suspend the use of personal cups at its stores. The company says it will still honor the 10-cent discount if you bring your cup in, but you will receive your drink in a disposable one. Starbucks also says it will increase the number of cleanings in its stores and suspend business-related air travel for the month of March.
The spread of coronavirus also affecting the entertainment industry. The Miami Herald reports their city will be canceling one of their largest events of the year, the Ultra Music Festival. That event was supposed to start in 2 weeks. Organizers decided to postpone it indefinitely. Upcoming movie releases also on the chopping block this morning. The latest James Bond movie, No Time to Die, was originally scheduled to be released in April, but it's now being pushed to November. Producers won't actually say the coronavirus is specifically to blame. They say the decision came after a thorough evaluation of the global theatrical marketplace.
All right, 6:05 is your time, and Hattie's here with an update on your first warn weather. Good morning, Hattie.
Good morning, Josh. I am looking at the radar map this morning, noting the rain and snow that is pretty much widespread across northern Wisconsin. A band of rain now developing just west of La Crosse. All this activity is expected to move through southern Wisconsin, especially this narrow band will continue to track to the east. So there is the potential for some light rain or snow showers as we go through the morning today. Take a look at the probability of precipitation. Again, it's highest before 10 o'clock here in Madison, then drops down a bit, but notice it doesn't go to 0. There still will be a chance for a few sprinkles or even some flurries later on this evening as that cold air moves into the region. Now, we're not talking any major impacts from this event. Any accumulations are expected to be less than a half an inch across southern Wisconsin, so no major impacts to us. The other part of the story, though, will be the strong winds. No wind advisories for the state of Wisconsin right now, but they're pretty widespread to the west across Minnesota, most of Iowa, where we're talking wind gusts to 40 or 50 miles an hour. Here's a look at our future track wind speeds. Again, they will be pretty strong. This evening, we're looking at a west wind shifting to the northwest and staying around 20-25 miles an hour, even during the overnight time frame. So it's still going to be very windy. Here's 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. That northwesterly wind will be howling across the area. Good news, though, those winds will diminish as we head through the day on Friday, so much better in the afternoon. The wind may impact travel. If anything, it's going to be a bumpy flight out of Madison. If you are heading west, you'll likely go through that very windy section of the country, so keep that in mind. Otherwise, no major travel delays anticipated today due to the weather. There will be some showers and thunderstorms in the southeast, but for the most part, actually pretty quiet across the country. Here's a look at our forecast then. We have temperatures that will be a little bit cooler tomorrow. Sunshine returns to the area, high of 40 degrees. Take a look at that weekend forecast, though. We're looking at weekend temperatures in the 50s and then even 60s as we head into Sunday. Temperatures stay on the mild side even into next week. A look at your first warn traffic maps now across southern Wisconsin. No major issues here in and around Dane County. Again, we do have those light precipitation chances through the day today, but not expected to impact travel too much.
You know, Leah, you're heading south and the weather gets good.
That's typically how this works.
It's okay, I'll take it. You can take all the vacations you want.
Trying to tell me you want me to stay down there?
I don't know, it's up to you.
It's actually going to be colder where I'm headed than it's going to be here.
Oh, wow.
Just for a day, it's fine.
That's true.
Hattie, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, 6:07 your time now. Cleanup continues in Middle Tennessee this morning, where a pair of tornadoes touched down and killed 25 people. The National Weather Service says those tornadoes were categories EF3 and EF4. Volunteers are helping crews clear piles of debris, while power companies are working to restore electricity to those left in the dark. Many of those volunteers say they're just thankful to be alive.
Looking at her face and the whole, this front of the house was gone, and a door came and hit me, and I was just holding that door while getting hit with everything and things going, and eating insulation and wood and thinking, I don't think I'm gonna survive this.
The search also continues for at least 3 people who are still missing. Tennessee remains under a state of emergency. Schools will stay closed in the area for the rest of the week. President Trump plans to visit Friday and tweeted that the U.S. stands with the people of Tennessee 100%.
Students from here in Wisconsin are making their way to Nashville this morning to pitch in with the relief efforts. The Green Bay East High School's show choir was already planning their trip to take part in a national competition. But in the wake of the deadly tornadoes, they're using their trip to do more.
Being a music city and us being a music group, we just want to help a city that has given us so much, and a lot of the music we do wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Nashville.
All we can think about is what people are going through out there, helping out in whatever way we can. That's the main goal.
Now they'll be taking bleach, garbage bags, and personal hygiene supplies to donate to the Red Cross and help in those relief efforts. 6:09 is your time. Extensive flooding and an early snowfall can make life difficult for farmers. Coming up, we'll tell you how a new law is giving them a break.
And we're learning more about an incident in Juneau County where a man shot a home intruder and may face charges. That's when News 3 Now This Morning returns.
Celebrate Ashley Home Store's 75th anniversary with the ultimate sale. Save up to 55% on dozens of furniture doorbusters throughout the store. Then get the ultimate party favor. Take a bonus 10% off our sale prices and 3 years no interest. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
If your gums bleed when you brush, you may have gingivitis, and the clock could be ticking towards bad breath, receding gums, and possibly tooth loss. Help turn back the clock on gingivitis with Parodontax. Leave bleeding gums behind. Parodontax.
From kids to pets and parties, we'll lay the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 75 years. During our 75th anniversary event, standard carpet installation is just $75. Carpet 1 room, 3 rooms, even your whole house, and installation is only $75. Coyle Carpet 1 Floor and Home, locally owned and operated since 1945.
It's the SUV for all you love, the 2020 Subaru Forester at Don Miller. Get the Forester Advantage with Subaru EyeSight Driver Assist technology and blind spot detection with rear cross traffic alert. During the Subaru A Lot to Love event, lease the Forester Premium $269 per month plus tax. 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, $1969 due at signing. No security deposit. The Forester all-wheel drive plus MPG. Don Miller Subaru, West on Odana or Eastside, High Crossing Boulevard, Madison.
Don Miller. After 30 years, Wisconsin Craft Market is closing its doors forever. Get unbelievable craft deals now. Shop our going out of business sale. Hurry in for the best selection at Wisconsin Craft Market.
I've been working out at the Princeton Club for 8 years. I work in the outdoor industry, specifically in the bow hunting field. If you're going on a mountain hunt, it's certainly not an easy adventure. Climbing up a mountain in Montana with 60, 70 pounds in your back is not something easy. I have 2 kids that are 11 and 13, and I always want to be one of those parents that's not sitting on the sidelines. I work out at the Princeton Club to set a positive example for my family and to enjoy my profession to the fullest, which means being in shape for the hunts I attend.
I became an orthopedic surgeon for a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
To help you take walks again.
To ease your pain. To rebuild your strength.
And at every step along the way,
we take the time to answer all your questions.
We're here because we care.
We care about you.
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 They care about me.
Sauk Prairie HEALTHCARE Orthopedics. Listening, healing, caring. It's in our nature.
Celebrate Ashley Home Store's 75th anniversary with the ultimate mattress sale. Shop doorbusters, including our best deal ever on Beauty Rest mattresses, plus no interest financing for up to 75 months, and a free adjustable base upgrade with select purchases. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
A DeForest man will spend the next 18 years in federal prison after receiving child pornography. 43-year-old Michael Hinsey was charged for an incident where he was messaging a man who had been sexually assaulting a child in his care. Officials say that person sent Hinsey a sexually explicit image. He faced a minimum of 15 years for the offense due to a previous conviction of sexual assault of a child and will have 25 years of supervised release following his prison sentence.
In Juneau County this morning, deputies are investigating a case of a man who shot a home intruder. It happened in Mather, just northwest of Mauston. Police say the man returned home from work just before 4 Wednesday when he heard someone in his house. He was able to get him out and call 911, but says the intruder tried to get in again and reportedly threatened the homeowner before the homeowner shot him. We talked to defense attorney Chris Van Wagner about the case. He says he might be protected by what's called the Castle Doctrine here in Wisconsin.
The Castle Doctrine, which is sometimes called the stand your ground law, it allows a homeowner to defend themselves against a forcible, unwanted intruder. You can shoot somebody in your home if they don't belong there. They are forcibly inside, and you are presumed to act reasonably.
The suspect is in the hospital and was scheduled to have surgery. The sheriff says the homeowner did not know that person. Charging decisions will be made by the district attorney.
Milwaukee police now say that racism was not a potential motive for last Wednesday's shooting at Molson Coors. It comes after a company spokesman says in 2015 a noose was placed inside the gunman's locker. The spokesperson did say it is unclear if that played a role in the attack, but now police are dismissing that. Molson Coors says it is not aware of any complaints made by the shooter to HR or management about racial harassment. The Miller Valley Survivors Fund has reached its goal of raising $1 million on GoFundMe for the families of the shooting victims. The Molson Coors Beverage Company kicked off the fund with a $500,000 donation. Since then, more than 1,800 donors have helped raise the other half of that company's goal.
Governor Evers is announcing a $75 million grant to help fix up more than 150 local roads across the state. Some of them might be in your neighborhood. They include Airport Road in Cross Plains, Town Hall Road in Some Prairie, Oak Park in Deerfield, and Park Avenue in Beloit.
Farmers will soon have more protection when it comes to inclement weather. Governor Evers signed a bill that will adjust the tax credit formula for farmers so they can claim full credit even if they receive federal crop insurance. This will go for claims made for lost harvest due to crop damage and not being able to plant crops because of weather. Before this law, the Dairy Business Association says farmers would have to pay more taxes on top of losing their harvest. These changes will apply to 2019 tax filings.
No inclement weather in sight. Just a beautiful sunrise, Hattie.
We do have a pretty nice sunrise. Take a look. The Edgewater Sky Cam looking very nice this morning here in Madison. Clouds overhead, though. We're going to see quite a few clouds through the day today. Take a look at Weather Track this morning. It is showing you some light mixed precipitation moving into southern Wisconsin as well. We'll likely see some light rain and snow showers by the mid-morning time frame here in Madison. This shouldn't impact your travel too much, though, through the day. Temperatures have already been climbing. We're in the upper 30s right now, and we're headed to highs in the low to mid 40s this afternoon. Keep in mind, though, there is a chance for a few light rain showers even into this afternoon, possibly changing over to some very light snow showers as we head into the evening. Today, though, is the last day with any precipitation in the forecast until we get through the weekend. Take a look at your high temperature trend. It is up and down, but generally on the upside of things, we are above normal over the next 10 days. We'll have more on that warm weekend forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Hattie, thank you. March marks National Reading Month across the country.
Christina Laurie joins us this morning to explain why this effort is so important for kids in our area. Hi, Christina.
Hi, Josh and Leah. So we have so many great organizations here in the Madison area. Madison Reading Project is one of them, and that group says books in the home are the single biggest indicator of academic success. Unfortunately, though, 2/3 of kids from low-income households have no books at all. If reading isn't part of your daily routine or you want to make it a more positive experience, here are 3 tips for making the most of read aloud time. First, start early, read often. Reading to babies helps build your bond with them and grow their vocabulary. Second, read the pictures. Illustrations are visual cues that better resonate with kids. Before reading a book, take a picture walk through the pages, look at the characters, the setting, and make predictions about what might happen. Finally, press the pause button before turning the page. Read slowly, ask questions along the way, and share your reactions too. Take it from parents who've experienced the benefits of this firsthand.
Every night we read 3 books. That's our routine with Gunnar, our youngest, is we have to read 3 books before bedtime. And it's just that super special time that you don't get once they're 16.
Reading aloud to kids has clear cognitive benefits too. Brain scans show that hearing stories strengthens the part of the brain associated with visual imagery, story comprehension, and word meaning. Books should be accessible to everyone. Of course, there are libraries, but in Madison, there are also a plethora of other ways to get good books for free. I'll talk about those coming up at 5:30, and in the meantime, my book pile is growing. I heard that meteorologist Hattie McLean is pulling double duty. She's going to be reading because it's Read Across America Week.
She is.
So she supplied me with some extra books, so the places you'll go. One of my favorites here, I didn't know, I'm a big Food Network fan, Ree Drummond, Pioneer Woman, apparently has a book called Charlie the Ranch Dog. It's about her dog.
I'm a big Dr. Seuss fan.
Yeah, same here. Love your rhyme.
We have several Dr. Seuss books. Which one would you like?
We'll be reading these during the break.
Seussisms. This one's even for adults.
Stack them up. We appreciate that. Christina Laurie, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
6:18 your time now. Edgewood College and UW-Platteville are launching a new partnership that would allow students to complete 2 degrees at the same time. The two schools celebrated the dual degree programs in physics and either electrical or mechanical engineering with a signing ceremony. Edgewood College says it's the best of both worlds for their students.
Liberal arts education educates the whole person, and then of course there are the specific educational pieces of your actual degree and profession, you know, and if you can marry those together in a way, students understand that and they know that their lives are enriched. And then if students are enriched, we're all enriched.
The new partners are still working out whether students will be able to take courses online or if they'll need to relocate when they transition into the engineering programs. The first round of participants will enroll in the fall.
All right, 6:19 is your time. March Madness, of course, just right around the corner. Coming up next on News 3 Now this morning, we'll show you how you and your friends could win the ultimate viewing experience.
And coming up in our next half hour, we're taking a look at how one candidate dropping out of the presidential race could have a major impact on who wins Wisconsin's primary. Stay with us.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by SHOPKO Optical.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Wow, you ready?
Yeah, let me just grab my wallet.
Uh-oh, I've seen this before. Wallet way too big, skinny jeans too skinny.
I'll just carry it.
Before you break something, you should know you don't actually need a wallet. With BMO Harris, you can just take cash out with your phone. Or if you need to, you can pay them with Zelle. That works? Yeah. You're stuck, aren't you?
Smile.
Woo! Those jeans are way too tight.
That feeling you get when no wallet is no big deal. That's the BMO effect.
Get more for your kitchen now with the Brothers Maine Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale. You'll get big savings from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid. And you'll get the joy of showing off those amazing brands with a risk-free 30-day price and satisfaction guarantee. Get 100% confidence in your purchase only at the Moore Store. The Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale with more selection, more savings, and lots more fun showing off your beautiful new kitchen. Now at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Did you know 50% of your body weight rests in the middle while you sleep? That's why Sealy's exclusive Posturepedic technology reinforces the center where you need it most. But don't take my word for it. Come to Denver Mattress and see for yourself. Plus, get a free $200 Furniture Row gift certificate with the purchase of select Sealy hybrid mattress sets, and rest easy knowing every mattress comes with our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Sealy at Denver Mattress today, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
The all-new Silverado HD adds to the legendary capability of the strongest, most advanced Silverados ever. With best-in-class camera technology and larger, more functional beds than any competitor, the only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado.
Truck month is the right time to get behind the wheel of the Chevy Silverado. Now get 0% financing for 72 months plus $500 cash allowance on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
When being sick isn't as bad as not knowing why you're sick.
When questions lead to confusion.
And angst and anxiety. When it feels like there's a tiger chasing you into the darkness.
And all you want is a little light.
A little hope.
This is when you need the best of the best. Doctors who don't just perform cutting-edge procedures and treatments. Doctors who invent them. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving, so you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Well, some people practically live at their local sports bar when March Madness rolls around.
Yeah, now Buffalo Wild Wings is making that a real possibility.
They're building a bed and breakfast style pop-up living space inside their restaurant in Chicago's Lincoln Park. It's called B&B Dubs. A commercial says the B stands for beer, buzzer beaters, bunk beds, and bathrobes. To enter and win a free night there, post a video explaining why you're the ultimate March Madness fan with the hashtag B&B Dubs contest. Tag a friend. Winners will be announced March 15th.
I could go for some honey barbecue boneless wings right about now.
Yeah. You can probably get those from takeout, though.
That's true. Yeah, I could do that. Well, today's the day we will find out who the results will be for the World Championship Cheese Contest. The judging process carried through 2 days at the Monona Terrace. The top 20 cheeses will be announced later this morning on the contest webpage. And then coming up at 8:15 tonight, we'll know who's the big cheese and winning the title of the World Cheese Contest champion.
My dream job will someday being a judge at that contest.
I feel like we can make that happen.
Do I have the qualifications?
Why not?
Sure,
You're from
why
Wisconsin. You're obsessed with dairy.
Yeah, you
There
love
you go.
cheese.
There you go.
Sign me up, folks. All right, we now know who will be on the free stage at Summerfest. On Friday, June 26th, the Steve Miller Band will perform at the BMO Harris Pavilion. Then on Wednesday, July 1st, Styx will headline the stage. The free bleacher seating will be on a first-come, first-served basis on the day of the show. Reserved seating tickets go on sale March 11th.
That's only 4 months away. Can you believe it?
No, it's hard to believe, but it'll be here before we know it.
And there's some big names this year, too. I'm really excited about it. Justin Bieber is going to be there. I'll be checking that out.
Josh, you know any country headliners?
Absolutely not.
You'd be surprised to hear this, but I've never been.
Really?
Yeah.
I've not been to Summerfest.
Are you serious?
No, I've heard it's so much fun.
Maybe all 3 of us need to go this summer.
Ooh, date night.
It's happening.
Date night. Okay, 6:25 now. We're taking a peek at our sound off poll this morning. We're asking you, do you think spring is going to stay here, or do you think we're going to see a return to winter?
Looks like 42% are saying spring is here, and I'm going to go with them. I feel like we've had such miserable winters in the last couple of years. It is our year.
You think so?
I
think it's too early.
No way.
You guys are stealing my confidence.
We're realistic.
This is fool's spring. We have second winter coming up.
Second winter.
Gosh.
That's true.
Just like
April.
that polar bear, just
That's my favorite meme. That makes me laugh every time. I'll just vote for that one because I like that meme.
Oh, I love it. Go on Facebook and sound off.
All right, let's take a peek at your My Morning picture this morning. Here's a picture that Patty sent us in. Just a beautiful farm-side photo.
Oh, I love the silo with the sunrise there, and that sun's going to be shining again today, Hads.
A little bit, yes. We do have some clouds in the area right now. We'll take a peek at our pet walk forecast. Kind of is the right idea. It's all curled up, Griswold and Janesville.
Buddy.
Love it. It's still going to be mild today, though. We do have a chance for a little bit of light precipitation in the form of rain or snow. Temperatures, though, will be in the 40s today.
All right, Hattie, thank you.
Stay with us. The final half hour of News 3 Now This Morning is back after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's the big Hy-Vee snack sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Chex Mix, Jolly Time popcorn, Hy-Vee chips, Totino's pizza and pizza rolls are just $1. Plus save on other great snacks. Stock up during the big snack sale only at Hy-Vee.
The OBGYN team at Associated Physicians wants you to know that we are here to focus on you. Call us for an appointment today at 233-9746.
Water makes life possible on Earth and in our homes. Culligan conserves this resource with its high-efficiency water softener, the world's best, because it uses less water, and that matters to all of us. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
I want a client who comes in to feel comfortable and to know that their case is in good hands, so they can relax and get on with their life as best as they can and let me do the fighting for them. That's how I want them to feel.
Gingras, Thompson, and Walks.
It started with one man and his father's simple advice.
He said, son, make sure the quality of work is worthy of the family name.
Over 20 years and thousands of clients later, Fry Construction still follows this advice, giving you the very best craftsmanship for roofing, windows, and gutters. If you want to trust the work done on your home, trust the family name that's behind it. Start with Fry Construction and Home Improvement at fryconstruction.com.
At Fearings, we believe that corporate social responsibility should be a priority. One way we do that is through our partnership with United Madison and Schools for Haiti. Fearings Audio Video Security making a difference for our customers, our community, and our world.
Our home is the training ground for her dreams policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Goldman Cars is starting the new year with a bang. Buy a 2018 new body style Chevy Equinox for only $14,995 or $239 per month, all with factory warranty.
That's right. For the new year, Goldman Cars is selling 2018 new body style Chevy Equinoxes for $14,995 or $239 per month.
So come in today and get your 2018 Chevy Equinox for only $14,995 or $239 per month.
Go to Goldman Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Goldman, GoldmanCars.com.
Don't miss the big Hy-Vee snack sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cheez-Its, assorted crackers, Boom Chicka Pop, and Little Bites muffins are just $2. Plus save on other great snacks. Stock up during the big snack sale only at Hy-Vee.
Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
Right now, we have the latest numbers on the coronavirus in the U.S. and which communities could be most vulnerable to it.
And I'm keeping my eye on the radar map this morning with some light rain and snow showers moving through the area today. All of that extended forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning. It is Thursday, March 5th. I'm Josh Brighter.
And I'm Leah Lynchai. There are still nearly 300 delegates up for grabs from Super Tuesday, as nearly a third of votes have yet to be counted.
Take a look at the latest numbers from Politico this morning. Joe Biden is in the lead by 71 delegates from Tuesday's primaries, with 512 compared to Bernie Sanders, 441. Elizabeth Warren is tied with Michael Bloomberg, who is no longer in the race at 53. Tulsi Gabbard has won. Now here's what it looks like when Tuesday's delegates are added into the previous delegates earned. Biden still holds the lead with Bernie Sanders right behind him. Elizabeth Warren sits in third with 61.
Joe Biden might have won the most states on Super Tuesday, but when it comes to key demographics, the victories are more split. CBS News exit polls show 48% of those under the age of 45 voted for Sanders, compared to only 17% for Biden. Those numbers are flipped, though, for people 45 or older, 40% for Biden, 18% for Sanders. The divides are just as evident when it comes to race. Across all states, 45% of Latinx voters chose Sanders, while only 23% supported Biden. Black voters, however, strongly supported Biden by a margin of 55 to 17%.
Because of those numbers, Sanders is working on a new plan to attract those older voters who he's currently struggling to attract. Politico reports he is ditching a decades-long refusal to air negative TV ads against Joe Biden in states like Illinois, Michigan, Florida, and Ohio, all of which vote March 10th and 17th. He's airing ads that showcase praise from former President Obama, a move right out of Michael Bloomberg's playbook.
Bloomberg, meanwhile, out of the race this morning, but his endorsement of Biden could be another hurdle for Sanders here in Wisconsin. Bloomberg's campaign had just recently opened a Madison office on the Capitol Square. It is sitting empty this morning. As for his support, he'd been doing pretty well in our state before dropping out. The latest Marquette Law School poll had him in second place, behind only Sanders. So endorsing Biden could make it a closer contest come April.
Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson will issue an interim report on his investigation involving the Biden's involvement in a Ukrainian gas company. Reuters reports he'll release it in a month or two. Biden's son Hunter served on Burisma's board while Biden was vice president and has been attacked by by President Trump and his Republican allies in Congress. No evidence has been given to back up those accusations. The president was impeached after asking Ukraine to investigate the Bidens last July. New this morning, CBS News reports a White House questionnaire being sent to potential political appointees could be a litmus test of the applicant's loyalty to the president. The questionnaire features questions like what part of candidate Trump's campaign message most appealed to you and why. It also asks prospective appointees to describe their political evolution and to list media appearances where they've commented about President Trump. CBS News previously reported the White House was looking to replace employees who were disloyal to the president.
Staying in the nation's capital, lawmakers Lawmakers are directing more than $8 billion towards slowing the coronavirus outbreak in the U.S. The Senate is expected to take up the measure after the House approved it. It would speed up development of vaccines and new medicines to fight the virus. It would also help pay for containment operations. 11 people have now died from coronavirus in the U.S. At least 160 people in 17 states are infected.
New this morning, thousands of people are stuck at sea as another Princess cruise ship is hit by the coronavirus. At least one former passenger died after the ship's 2-week trip to Hawaii and Mexico. It's been ordered to return to port in San Francisco. The Wall Street Journal reports the ship won't be allowed to come ashore until state officials do an assessment. The company also operates Diamond Princess, where dozens of passengers got sick from the virus when it docked in Japan back in January. That ship was quarantined for 2 weeks.
One of the newest cases of the virus in the U.S. is tied to an Amazon employee from an office building in Seattle. That worker is now quarantined, and people who had been in close contact have been notified. A mass email to all staffers says the employee got sick on February 25th and hasn't been back to work since. It's important to note this employee works in an office building, not in a warehouse where products are packaged and shipped. However, it is unclear whether that employee visited a warehouse before the infection was confirmed.
Nursing homes could be one of the places where the virus would be easiest to catch and the hardest to prevent. NPR reports more than 61% of nursing homes have been cited for one or more infection control deficiencies. It also found violations were more common at homes with fewer nurses and aides than at facilities with more staff. And even among those with the highest ratings for overall quality, 40% of those have been cited for an infection control lapse, including the Life Care Center in Kirkland, Washington, where 5 people living there have died.
Concerns over coronavirus have a lot of people hoarding hand sanitizer. So if you can't find any at the store, we have a way for you to actually make your own at home. Here's how. Mix 1/3 of a cup of aloe gel with 2/3 of a cup of rubbing alcohol, then add 5 to 10 drops of essential oils to make it smell good. Mix all that up, and it's just as effective as store-bought hand sanitizer. The higher the percentage of rubbing alcohol, the better. You can find this recipe up on channel3000.com.
Right now, the outbreak is making gas cheaper for the U.S. because of the global drop in demand for oil. Gas Buddy says the average price for a gallon of gas right now has fallen 6 cents over the past 3 weeks to $2.41. In Dane County, it's sitting roughly at $2.23. For Rock County, it's a little cheaper at $2.22.
All right, 6:35 your time now. Hattie's here with your first warn forecast. Hey, Hattie.
Good morning. We are talking about the last in a parade of storms that has been moving through the area. This last one right on the U.S.-Canadian border, bringing a cold front through the area later on today, but also bringing the potential for some light mixed precipitation. We're already seeing some of that precipitation on the map, especially across central and northern Wisconsin. You can see on the southern edge of this particular system, the precipitation really having a hard time organizing itself, but there is a narrow band of precipitation moving through La Crosse and northeastern Iowa that will continue to rotate through the region yet this morning. So by mid-morning here in Madison, we may see a few sprinkles or some snowflakes as well. This shouldn't have a huge impact, though, on travel across the area today. Take a look at your future track forecast model. There's that band of precipitation moving through about 10 o'clock here in Madison. But again, best chances to see any of that precipitation would be north of Madison. Chances are pretty low right along the southern tier of the state. Things quiet down a little bit for the middle of the day, but then there is the potential for a few light showers to pop up through the afternoon as colder air works its way in. Some of those snow showers may change to snowflakes later on, but really little to no snow accumulation is expected. Take a look at your future track snow totals. Again, if you do see any accumulation today, it is going to be less than ½ an inch. Here's a look at the other part of this storm system, and it will be the strong winds. No wind advisories for southern Wisconsin, but areas to the west are under a wind advisory today. Take a look at your future track wind speeds. Pretty strong from the south this morning. Once that front passes through the area, our winds will shift to the west and they'll increase through the afternoon. So we're talking about a 20 to 25 mile an hour wind speed through the afternoon hours. Tonight, those winds shift to the northwest and they continue to stay strong. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, it's still going to be very windy across southern Wisconsin. Now the winds will diminish though through the day. After lunchtime tomorrow, you see those wind speeds come down to less than 10 miles an an hour. So that is the good news. Here's a look at our extended forecast. We do have sunshine back in the area tomorrow from start to finish. Highs will be right around 40 degrees. Still on track, though, for a nice weekend warm-up. Temperatures will be in the 50s on Saturday, into the low 60s on Sunday. And boy, if that doesn't feel like spring, I don't know what does. Sun will be setting later on Sunday. Temperatures will be in the 60s. Here's a look at your first warn traffic maps this morning. No major issues. I did look all around southern Wisconsin, and there aren't any accidents to report right now, so you're still traveling at posted speeds. And keep in mind there's that chance for the light precipitation today. Shouldn't be a huge impact, though, to travel across the area.
It's a very spring-like forecast, though. I mean, even temperatures 40s, 50s, 60s, rain in there. It's good to see.
More rain than snow over the next 10 days.
Maybe you're right.
Maybe it's here.
Spring's here to stay.
Come on, you got to think positive.
We can always cross our fingers, right?
Yes. This is our year. All right, Hattie, thank you.
You're welcome.
6:38 now. The man arrested after a 4-year-old got a hold of a gun and accidentally shot himself in the foot will be in court this morning. 18-year-old Devon Johnson faces several charges, including carrying a concealed weapon and leaving a loaded firearm near a child. Police are still working to figure out how the 4-year-old got a hold of the gun, but they say the boy was playing with it before it went off and shot him in the foot. Around the state, 2 people are facing felony charges this morning in the suffocation death of a Milwaukee 4-year-old. The child's mother, Christina Collado, faces up to 60 years in prison. Her boyfriend, Jalome Millen, could face life in prison if he's convicted of physically abusing the girl.
It's been just over a week since the tragic deadly shooting at Molson Coors, where an employee killed 5 of his coworkers before taking his own life. Some blame the shooting on alleged discrimination at the company, but Milwaukee police say so far neither race or racism is a factor. You'll remember an official from Molson Coors addressed these rumors and confirms a noose was found at Anthony Farrell's locker room 5 years ago. Our affiliate in Milwaukee got copies of the 21 discrimination complaints filed in the past 6 years relating to employees' age, race, sex, and disabilities. Nothing was filed by the shooter. Milwaukee police say they have interviewed several witnesses about Farrell's actions and statements leading up to the shooting, and based on their preliminary investigation, neither race nor racism has been identified as a factor in this incident. They also say they're not aware of any of the victims targeted to have been inappropriate or racist towards the shooter.
New this morning, a report shows the number of anti-Semitic attacks around the state is up by 329% since 2015. The Jewish Community Relations Council says incidents increased by 55% between 2018 and 2019. The JCRC says the best way to fight those attacks is by calling them out. They also ask that people report any anti-Semitic attacks to them directly.
It is 6:40 right now. We're tracking a chance of rain and snow this morning across parts of Wisconsin. Hattie's forecast update is next.
And we're celebrating a big win for the men's basketball team. What it means for the Badgers going into their last game of the regular season and into the Big Ten tournament when we return.
You wouldn't go to Stanton, would you, Fergus? You don't think that Stanton's glasses are more beautiful than mine, do you? I am going to ask you one last time.
At Stanton Optical, get 2 pair for $59.95, plus a free eye exam.
It's so good to see you. I missed the reunion, but these are for you.
Is she a relative?
She pretends to be so she can get our employee discount.
But during the Steinhoffel's employee family price sale, everyone gets the same discount that we get.
Yeah, I should probably tell her.
It's Steinhoffel's employee family price sale, where everyone pays what we pay. Get 40% on the largest selection of the best brands at the best prices. It's Steinhoffel's employee family price sale.
We cannot tell her.
Nope.
The all-new Silverado HD adds to the legendary capability of the strongest, most advanced Silverados ever. With best-in-class camera technology and larger, more functional beds than any competitor, the only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado.
Truck Month is the right time to get behind the wheel of the Chevy Silverado. Now get 0% financing for 72 months, plus $500 cash allowance on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
When you think about your life, do you focus on the good things or what you do not have? Why is it in Haiti, one of the poorest countries in the world, the people are most grateful, yet they have nothing compared to those of us in the Madison area and the rest of the country? While suffering is part of life, focusing on what we are grateful for can help us accomplish greater things. At Fearing's Audio-Video Security, our vision is to make a difference for our customers, our community, and our world.
You've pondered and pinned your wedding ideas? Now put them into place with Event Essentials. Our professional event staff can guide you through expert design with our high-quality, on-trend rentals. Plan your perfect wedding with Event Essentials. We supply everything but the guests.
Spend more time on your health, not your drive to the gym. Anytime Fitness has 40 area locations, so they're close to home and work. Get more strength training, more cardio, and more coaching at Anytime Fitness. Now, get a 2-week membership at Anytime Fitness for just $2.
They look great. They're affordable. Stanton, how do you do it? Oh, nice. Are those? Get out!
At Stanton Optical, get 2 pair for $59.95, plus a free eye exam.
Getting the F-35 will ensure the longevity of the fighter wing.
Noise impact will be immense.
This building gives families hope.
We've got a crisis. We really need to increase our staffing.
Take a look at this agenda.
Our job is to make sure we return those funds back.
It's not too early to think about flooding.
Everybody's got to be prepared.
The number of influenza cases is up substantially in our area.
Welcome back. The Madison Reading Project says books in the home are the single biggest indicator of academic success. Unfortunately, 2/3 of children from low-income households have no books at home.
Yeah, March is National Reading Month, and Christina Laurie is here with how local programs are making sure all kids have access to these books. And this is very important, Christina.
It's very important. One of my favorite topics. You know how passionate I am about reading, and I want to spread the word. Madison has a wonderful library system, but there's something special about having books in your home and actually getting to keep them there. That's what the Madison Reading Project is for. The project's #1 goal is to get high-quality books into the hands of kids and educators who need them most. It gives books free of charge directly to kids at hundreds of book-giving events every year. In addition, it provides books to schools and community groups to build classroom and program libraries. Later this month, the organization's Big Red Reading Bus will be back out on the streets, but until then, it's up to parents at home to grab a book and bond with their kids.
Story time is the best time at night. I mean, you know, all of us parents know routine is so important.
Not only is Angie a parent, she's a new author too. Her kid's favorite book is Goodnight Moon, so she decided to write her own Madison version called Goodnight Madison. You can find that book for sale in local bookstores now. I have a link on our website to how you can give to or get help from the Madison Reading Project. If reading isn't already part of your daily routine or you want to make it a more positive experience, head to our website, channel3000.com, for 3 tips for making the most of read aloud time. Reading really is such a bonding experience. My mom is a reading teacher, so I knew that firsthand, and I like to think it benefits me.
Okay, I see where you got the passion from, because you are a big reader.
A big reader, and I mean, these aren't the books that I'm reading right now, but I still sometimes do go back and pick through my favorites. This was a personal favorite tonight on the Titanic from Magic Treehouse series.
Sure. Oh, I remember.
What about
the
you
Magic
guys?
Treehouse series. I said earlier, I'm a Harry Potter person.
Yeah, I never got into Harry Potter.
What books were you into?
I honestly wasn't a big reader growing up.
Josh is a
Full
TV
transparency,
watcher. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
But I've been better now.
This is like that Sarah Palin moment.
We'll get him into it. Don't worry. That's our new goal. Christina Laurie, thank you.
Guys.
6:46 now. Hattie McLean is here with your first warn weather forecast.
My favorite book was Boxcar Children. Loved the fact that they could live in the woods. So maybe that's telling about me, my love for camping. We'll see. Let's take a live look, though, from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville. This is a little distracting this morning. This is a beautiful shot. Note the lack of snow. Definitely seen more brown grass or brown ground than white ground in Platteville. Been losing a lot of that snowpack over the last couple of days. Radar is showing you some light snow on the ground, or light snow falling right now. Some of it probably not hitting the ground just yet. We do have a chance for a few light rain or snow showers as we go through the morning. Probably our best chance here in Madison is with that little line developing from La Crosse down into Iowa this morning. That will rotate through the region. Temperatures are still in the 30s though. 38 here in Madison, 38 in the Dells, even some 40s through the Wisconsin River Valley. So not a terribly cold day today, just chilly. A few showers will be possible, but it is going to be getting very windy today. Those west winds will be around 20 miles an hour this afternoon. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll take a look at that extended forecast. I'll give you a hint. It's looking pretty mild here across southern Wisconsin.
All right, Hattie, thanks. Thank you. The Tennessee Titans are stepping up after 2 tornadoes tore through the Nashville area, killing 25 and destroying hundreds of buildings. The NFL team says it is donating $1 million to nonprofit groups helping those affected by the storms. 3 people are still missing this morning, 2 days after the storms first hit.
The Badger men's basketball team will finish in at least 2nd place in the Big Ten after a big win in their last game of the year at the Kohl Center. They took down Northwestern at home on senior night, coming together in a way not a lot of people expected. The win also secured them a double bye in the upcoming Big Ten tournament and gives them a chance to win a conference title in their season finale.
Now we get ready to head to Bloomington, and who would have thought a few months ago we got a chance to play for a Big Ten championship. So I know they're excited about it, and tell them to get some rest here the next day, and we'll prepare and get ready to play on Saturday.
The win also marks Coach Greg Gard's 100th career win in his 5th season with the Badgers. Congrats to him. Wisconsin wraps up their regular season on Saturday against Indiana. All right, 6:48 on your Thursday. Coming up in the morning sprint, we'll have more on the school referendum you might see on your ballot this election season.
But first, if you have a little kid turning 3 soon, please let us know so we can show their picture on TV. Thanks for watching News 3 Now this morning. It is 6:48. We'll be right back.
Coast 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
MERLE Norman Skintelligent is a skin balancing system enriched with probiotic technology. Skintelligent, the smart solution to healthy-looking, radiant skin. Free beauty picks with the purchase of 2 or more MERLE Norman cosmetic products.
The all-new Silverado HD adds to the legendary capability of the strongest, most advanced Silverados ever. With best-in-class camera technology and larger, more functional beds than any competitor, the only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado.
Truck month is the right time to get behind the wheel of the Chevy Silverado. Now get 0% financing for 72 months plus $500 cash allowance on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Celebrate Ashley Home Store's 75th anniversary with the ultimate sale. We're throwing the ultimate party so you can save up to 55% off dozens of doorbusters throughout the store, including living rooms, bedrooms, and more. Then get the ultimate party favor. Take an additional 10% off our sale prices, plus 3 years financing with no interest charges. Plus, save big on sleep with the very best mattress deals on the best brands. Ultimate deals, ultimate selection, ultimate style. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Choosing a window replacement company is tough. We asked our customers why they love their new Champion windows.
Working with Champion was such a great experience that they've made our home much more comfortable now.
We have saved 25 to 30% on our energy bill since installing the windows, which blew my mind.
Right now, Champion Comfort 365 windows are buy 2, get 1 free. Plus, buy now and pay nothing for a year.
I love my new Champion windows.
Let Champion help you fall in love with your home. Book your free in-home consultation online or call 888-930-CHAMPION today.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about coming together. It's families, friends. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
All right then, why do professional builders and remodelers choose Nuns? Seems to be reason number 151, which must be Nuns Boutique Selections. And maybe the big box prices? Ah yeah, best of both worlds. Just like at the big box. Oh, maybe not. So why should you choose Nuns? Isn't it obvious? Nuns, kitchen, bath, and flooring.
MERLE Norman Skintelligent is a skin balancing system enriched with probiotic technology. Skintelligent, the smart solution to healthy-looking, radiant skin. Free beauty picks with the purchase of 2 or more MERLE Norman cosmetic products.
Top-notch teachers, only on News 3 Now.
6:51, time for the morning sprint.
We start with the latest numbers from Super Tuesday, where nearly 1/3 of the votes are still being counted this morning. Joe Biden is in the lead by 71 delegates. He's at 512 compared to Bernie Sanders' 441. Elizabeth Warren is tied with Michael Bloomberg, who's no longer in the race at 53. Tulsi Gabbard's still in the race. She has 1 delegate.
Joe Biden might have won the most states on Super Tuesday, but when it comes to key demographics, the victories are split. CBS News exit poll shows 48% of those under the age of 45 voted for Sanders compared to only 17% for Biden. Those numbers are flipped for people 45 and older, where 40% are for Biden and 18% are for Sanders.
Voters in Rock County are looking ahead to Wisconsin's election season, when a referendum will likely be on the ballot. The Janesville School District says its 21 buildings are an average of 64 years old, and issues like accessibility and overall security are a big concern. The school board gave the district a list of wants and are waiting to hear how much they would cost.
CBS News reports a White House questionnaire being sent to potential political appointees could be a litmus test of the applicant's loyalty to the president. The questionnaire features things like what part of candidate Trump's campaign message most appealed to you and why. It also asks prospective appointees to describe their political evolution and to list media appearances where they've commented about President Trump.
More than $8 billion could be directed towards slowing the coronavirus outbreak in the U.S. The Senate is expected to take up that measure after the House approved it this week. It would speed up development of vaccines and new medicines to fight the virus. It would also pay for containment operations. 11 people have now died from the illness in the U.S., with at least 160 people in 17 states infected.
Nursing homes could be one of the places where the virus would be easiest to catch and the hardest to prevent. NPR reports more than 61% of nursing homes have been cited for one or more infection control deficiencies. Even among those with the highest ratings for overall quality, 40% of those who have been cited for an infection control lapse, including the Life Care Center in Kirkland, Washington, where 5 people living there have died.
United Airlines is the first to cut its U.S. flight schedule as worried passengers cause a sharp drop in demand. Airlines around the world have been making steep cuts in international flights, but this is the first set of cuts to a U.S. flight schedule. United will reduce flights in the United States and in Canada by about 10%.
Right now, the outbreak is making gas cheaper for the U.S. because of the global drop in demand for oil. Gas Buddy says the average price for a gallon of gas has fallen 6 cents over the past 3 weeks to $2.41. In Dane County, it's sitting roughly at $2.23, and for Rock County, a little cheaper at $2.22.
Wisconsin is joining 18 other states in filing a lawsuit against the federal government to prevent nearly $4 billion from going to the border wall. That money is being diverted from defense spending, which Governor Evers says could impact National Guard projects in Wisconsin and hurt state manufacturers who make military equipment.
Milwaukee police say race and racism are not believed to be factors in the mass shooting at the Molson Coors plant. You'll remember an official for Molson Coors addressed these rumors and confirms a noose was found in the gunman's locker room 5 years ago. Our Milwaukee affiliate got copies of the 21 discrimination complaints filed in the past 6 years. Nothing was filed by the shooter.
A report shows the number of anti-Semitic attacks around the state is up by 329% since 2015. The Jewish Community Relations Council says incidents increased by 55% between 2018 and 2019. The JCRC says the best way to fight those numbers is by calling them out. They ask that people report any anti-Semitic acts to them directly.
The Madison Reading Project says having books in the home is the single biggest indicator of academic success. Unfortunately, 2/3 of low-income households have no books at all. March is National Reading Month, so the project is working to spread the word about its work. The organization's #1 goal is to get high-quality books in the hands of kids and teachers who need them most. Head to our website, channel3000.com, for how you can give to or get help from the Madison Reading Project. Hattie?
And your first warn weather forecast does include a few light rain or snow showers today across southern Wisconsin. Shouldn't have a huge impact on travel. High temperatures will still be in the 40s. Let's take a peek at that weekend forecast. It's right around the corner. Highs in the 50s on Saturday. We'll start Sunday on a very mild note, and we are headed to highs in the 60s during the afternoon.
Thank you very much, Hattie.
Leah, enjoy your vacation. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
See you guys later.
Hattie and I will see you tomorrow.